Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm continuing in my pencil drawing, a pencil sketch of a young Sean Connery. I can do some of the lines even a little bit sharper and darker. Just get actually a little bit of sharpening on my pencil. Let's get this one back nice and dark. You can see it is now looking a little bit lighter than it looked before because I've made other things so much darker. And I can even do some modifications in how high or how low it is. And then cross hatch it, pressing a little bit harder than I was before, and I'm using a softer pencil, so more of the graphite is coming off, which means more of the fiber of the paper is being covered, which makes it look darker. I don't have to press too hard. I say if I do press too hard, I will cause damage to the paper and lose the paper's ability to absorb paint and keep it sort of separated and keep some parts of the paper that don't even get touched. Paper is not really completely flat. Now I can do some of these other areas of the face. Here's the forehead that's a bit darker here. Cross hatch in there. This is a bit darker under there. Cross hatch that. This darker like this. And it comes through like that. Define kind of that cheekbone. And shadow again. It's very dark in there. Very dark down here. This whole forehead. So under here. So the bags. What I'm trying to recognize is that none of these parts of the face are as dark as those bright areas in the forehead. Even his lower lip is not as light as that forehead. There's this little darkened area in here, which is sort of standard on a face. Dark under there. A little bit in here as we come sort of under the cheekbone. The zygomatic arch is under there. And we can see the light areas are starting to become more noticeable. I haven't touched them. I've only worked around them. By keeping these lines in different directions. I'm still with a 4B pencil. I just sort of paid attention a little bit. Sometimes I like to step back, just kind of see what I got. It made me feel like I could just do a little bit of fine tuning before I move to an even softer pencil. In this methodology, by starting with the largest shapes, I don't even really pay attention to the small ones. As I get the larger ones more where I want them, then I start to see things I didn't notice before in the smaller shapes, and then I can add those. Okay, that'll be it for this installment. Please stay tuned, and I will continue with this drawing. Thank you.